There we go. Well, this one has to be short because I have less than 8 minutes. Don't mind me, the camera makes you look fat, and I am in atrocious clothes. Why? Because I don't give a fuck. This is just a vessel. This is real life. So right now, part 2 of this morning's YouTube experience here in Experiment 913's little gerbil cage. I'm going to show you how to avoid people who will put stigmas on you because they're better than you. Or not, because you can't avoid judgment. It happens. Part of being a human. So in part 1 of the video, you saw what I dealt with at the bank. Now you're going to see how I deal with it with my landlord. First, we are going to take a picture of said receipt that we all saw how difficult it was for her to print something instead of handwrite it. We all know that in this technological age, nobody takes handwritten shit unless it's notarized. And then sometimes it's not even legitimate. Oh, what the world would be. So, there you go. Don't worry, for national security purposes, they blanked everything out. Like, I don't have 14 receipts with the same information not blanked out. Oops, her bad. So, we're going to add that picture, and we are going to send it to my landlord with a nice little note. We're going to send the picture. And I'm going to send her the note in a second. Long and short of it, it's going to go like this. Dear Wendy, I was told that your son, Nate, was now my landlord. I was also told by a piece of paper that the rental company is now called NG Properties. And yet, when I try to deposit at that name at the bank, since I've lived here pretty much, I have to deposit to Total Property Management. Somehow, and Wendy, I will send you the link to the video of what happened at the bank today, that first payment that went in December, I am personally going to, A, right now, chalk up until I can, B, give you concrete that I actually paid twice that month. Now somewhere, if your son kept records, which he probably doesn't, I had sent him a text. I normally send him a text after every time I deposit, because I deposit twice a month, as I get paid twice a month, as I'm obviously impoverished and 4 months behind on rent. So, through goodwill and kindness, I made $500 deposit of the $15 that I owe you after proving that I did make at least one of the 2 payments in December. Please talk to your bankers, because they don't like to give these. And when they give you the paper ones, they don't like to put their teller number, the date, anything. I mean, like I told her, I could literally pick up that piece of paper and write anything on it. I could write that I deposited $1 million. It's either legitimate or it's not. So, moving forward. I had some friends show up here this morning. Here's how stigma works. I don't think they ended up here on purpose. Nor accidentally. Accidentally on purpose, we'll say. Just like I don't think my downstairs neighbors have, I don't know, tuberculosis, small cell lymphoma, any kind of condition of the lung maybe other than asthma or allergies. But my dog barking is obnoxious and I think it stirs up their coughing. Stigmatically speaking, my landlords think I am a shitty tenant probably, but I live in a dilapidated hole that I call home. The downstairs neighbors and I are supposed to share responsibilities. So says my lease. I'm not putting anybody on blast because I don't mind doing. I'm the type of person who normally, if assignments are given, I end up in the role of somebody else anyways, most of the time, whether by choice or not. I like to mow lawns. It's therapeutic for me. With a broken leg, with a cast that I wasn't supposed to be standing on, whistleblowing, I shoveled, even though they had a snowblower. And even after I was informed they had a snowblower, I still shoveled. I would salt the sidewalk, because I've been doing it most of the winter. But I'm out of salt. Even though I was told they have water softener salt pellets, which do the exact same thing, they're just larger. I took out, again, goodwill and tidings to you other humans. I'm supposed to be 50% weight bearing for less than 5% of the day. But I made sure the recycling got out because the other 2 garbage cans weren't full. And I'll make sure the bin gets back in because he has a nice new car. And I have a piece of shit that I love very much and I'm appreciative for, but I would hate for him to scratch his paint. Or somebody else to slide off the slippery road and hit it. Those things all said, he asked a girlfriend. When I couldn't get downstairs to clean up the basement that was already clean for a furnace that went out, the same day I broke my leg, my boyfriend was advised by the landlord to go help. Even though he's not on the lease technically, though by squatter laws he's a tenant, I'm sure the same applies to his girlfriend, who I know works hours, but guess what? In the month of August, I had 3 days off. Only one of those 3 days was I actually not at work, and I was pushing 80 to 120 hours a week. So everybody works in some way, shape, or form. And I've never seen her help, though she will gladly tell me about myself on a regular basis. Kindness and goodwill towards neighbors. When I slipped and fell and broke my leg, that same day that the furnace went out, I was screaming outside a window. Nobody came. Everybody's sitting there. I had a neighbor across the street, watched. I wish she would have recorded it. Those things are always funny after the fact. I would have been like, look at my fat ass fall, standing in one spot and break my leg in 2 spots. Fucking putz. Because it's okay. That's human nature. Human nature, though, at some point, you have to make boundaries. My landlords think I apparently have no control over my life in any way, shape, or form in an adult manner. I don't. I'm adulting. Barely sometimes. But not by choice right now. So, as a learning experience for myself and for other people adulting, I'm going to try, in my videos, to break stigmas, shake up the establishment, change minds, hopefully some opinions of what people have of me, because this is sobriety. I have a room full of medications, not anymore, because I'm not addicted to drugs, I'm addicted to trying to commit suicide. 35 years old, you shouldn't be doing that shit. But I'm no more of a, or less of a person than anybody else. There's 2 boxes in reality. There's human and non-human. My dog is not human. He is humane. He has humanity in him. He managed to thwart my suicide attempt 2 days ago. But he is not a human. God, do I wish I could check the same box as him. But since I can't, I'm going to be as human as I fucking want to be. If I want to air my dirty laundry, I'm going to do it. You know why? Because odds are your dirty laundry is out there everywhere anyways. Big Brother is always watching. Your neighbors are always listening. Who gives a shit? Be you. And if you're going to be you, fuck up, great human, whatever, share you. Because we're all students and all teachers. So I hope to learn something today, and I hope that you do as well. The next video will be the video I promised to be my first video. Today, I'm going to help define what is a criminal by statutory law here in Wisconsin. Keep your eyes open.